Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pause for Self-Care, or welcome to Pause for Self-Care. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. It is free. No charge involved. But of course, if you do feel that the information that I share is really helpful and you'd like to give a donation, by all means, do. It will just help me to continue to create content for you. To those who are here every time, every week, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, whether you leave a comment or not. But today, I'd really love it if you left a comment below, just to say that you're here. Hands up, I'm here. Comment below, please. It really helps the algorithm and helps these videos get out there. So even if you leave an emoji, it's really valuable to me and I really appreciate you. Today's video, I thought that I would do something a little bit more inspirational. And I thought I would talk about the positives that come out of trauma. So yeah, this has got nothing to do with toxic positivity. So let's get into it.
In all of us, in our hearts, there's love and light that we must realize. We need to feel, we need to use this warmth that could make bright our lives. In all of us, in our hearts, there's love.
If you've been through trauma, you normally focus on the bad stuff. And well, our brains are like Velcro for the bad shit, isn't it? And really, it just like attracts to it and glues to it like the bad news. So I try and follow the good news. I follow good things, guy. Look, if you don't follow Brent, you have to head over there. He is so positive and not in a toxic way. It's just honestly something that will brighten your day when you need that brightening. So have him on your social feeds. It's really worth it. And talking about brightening your day, I did start a WhatsApp channel for Pause for Self-Care. So please head over and look for Pause for Self-Care or find the link in the description box and join us. I do a daily card draw just for inspiration, and yeah, all my posts are there for your inspiration and so you know when posts will be up. Anyways, I digress. I will bring you back to what I was talking about, and that was the positives in trauma. And that doesn't that seem a little bit weird that there are positives that come out of trauma? Well, actually there are. And instead of our minds focusing on all that negativity, we can actually look at ourselves and see how we've grown. And that's not saying the trauma made you stronger. No. I actually hate it when people say that, because it's really invalidating of what I went through. Yes, I might be a stronger person today. I might be a different person today. But when you speak to somebody who's been through trauma, rather listen and acknowledge what they've been through, rather than saying, oh yeah, you're a stronger person today. It just validate, appreciate. It's so important. Growth doesn't deny distress. So because you've experienced trauma and are possibly still suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, just because you can see good things, it doesn't mean that that doesn't exist, but it gives you an extra toolbox to fall back on when you're having a really bad day. And I think that's why it's important to look at your positives. And it's not the general positives, it's your inner positives. So you can take strength from them, and you can have a look at yourself and see, okay, today's a shitty day, but tomorrow might just be better. So one of the main strengths that we have as childhood trauma victims is, or childhood trauma survivors rather. Yes, I'm a survivor. I survived a lot. So as a survivor, we have the wisdom and the empathy to help others. Empathy is actually feeling somebody else's pain and being able to relate to them and being able to comfort them. And we have that wisdom. We can help other people because we understand what it's like to be in such a dark place that you feel like you won't be able to get out. One thing we had to use as children was being able to read our parents. Read those people who abused us so we'd know what was coming. We'd be able to prepare for things, know what to say. I know for myself when something came about, I knew. It's like my intuition would, and I'd know, and I'd have to prepare my words, because one word wrong and you're beaten. One word wrong and you got more abuse. And I think today, being able to read people, like, honestly, sometimes I think I'm too kind. I give people chances. Like, my intuition will say, oh gosh, this one is trouble. Why don't I listen to my intuition sometimes? Right? Anyway, yeah, my intuition will say, this one is trouble. And Stru's Bob, they will turn out to be trouble. But I would have given them that chance. My empathic and compassionate side gives them that chance. And then sometimes, yes, they end up hurting me. I've been in that situation way too many times. So it's about time I give myself credit for being able to read those people, right? And for you too. Give yourself credit. You can read people really well. So, you don't need to be nasty by knowing that you are able to read them. You can just decide where to put your boundaries. And I think that's a really great tool to have. It really aids those boundaries, doesn't it? The contingency plan. Like I said earlier, you kind of plan what to say when you know something's coming, when your intuition tweaks. Well, you are really good at planning for that day when that something may happen. You're really good at doing that. So, wow, that could be a job offer for you. Making contingency plans. Who knows? Use those negatives for you instead of against you. We tend to really value good relationships. For me, I find it so important to let people know how much I care and how grateful I am to have good people in my life, even though they are few. So, yeah, you might receive a surprise gift or a daily check-in. Who knows what you may receive. A song dedicated to you. God knows I've done that a few times with tears in my eyes. And some people will like step back afterwards. But I really feel it's so important to let people know that they are valuable. Because as a child, yeah, with my grandparents, I knew I was valuable, but you really want to feel valuable to your parents. So, yeah, always make those people in your life know how valuable they are. I think it's so important. You have a good memory. Well, for me, I don't really remember names. I need to be able to put a name to a face. Or I need somebody's dog, because it's true as Bob, I'll remember their dog and I'll remember their dog's name. Like, I've met people and I can literally remember their dog's names, but I can't remember theirs. That's bad. I know, but I do try to be better at it. So, yeah, if you ever see me and I cannot remember your name, don't embarrass me by saying, just carry on with the conversation and talk about things. It'll come to me, okay? Just give me a minute. Experiences I remember. I remember the smells. I remember the sounds. I love good memories. I really do. And yeah, I know it comes from like having to remember things because of being gaslit. And when you gaslit, you tend to not know what the facts are. And having a good memory is so important there. And yeah, my memory in that respect is really good. Like, yeah, I might forget tedious things, but the important stuff I remember. And when I listen to people, which I think is also a good skill that I have, I take notes of things that are important to them, so that when it comes time to gifting or giving back, I know what they like. And I think that's so much more important than knowing how to hurt somebody. Because if you can make somebody's day, it makes your day too. And the last two things. There will actually be lots more on my blog, so please do head to the description after this video and go to my blog, because I will be putting up far more information there about the positives and how to use them. So yeah, head over there. But yes, the really troubling thing about childhood trauma is that these people never sought to improve themselves. My mother, for instance, always thought she was better than everybody else. She never saw that maybe she was the problem and that maybe she should look at herself and go within and try to fix herself. So for us as survivors, we kind of look at it and we say, you know, I want to be a better person. My motto every single day is to be a better person than I was yesterday. And heaven alone knows, I have bad days too. Sometimes my tone is fraught. But I strive to be better tomorrow. Sometimes, well, they are really nasty people out there and they deserve that too. What can you do? How do you straighten up a tone, you know? I mean, we are really good at masking things, because as a survivor, you know, if you don't mask your emotions, you're probably going to be hit more for crying. So, yeah. But when my tone is deserved, my tone is deserved. Especially when it comes to my kids. Don't mess with my kids. My dragon will come out in flying colors. And of course, I am born in the year of the dragon. Yeah, and the last thing is just trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Go within every day. Give yourself 10 minutes just to go within and be with yourself and learn more about yourself. Because in learning more about yourself, you learn that you are worthy. Just by caring about yourself, you learn that how much more care you deserve back then and how much care you deserve right now. My gran always used to say, put your foot down. Don't take nonsense. Granny, I wish I'd listened to you. And that's today's video. I'll end off there, but yeah, remember to go to my blog and see other ways in which you can turn that trauma into something positive in your life. And yeah, once again, it's not toxic positivity. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have clicked the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Remember to leave that little comment. Just a little wave. Until next time, remember to pause for self-care.